Let's have a category, player one. Okay, give it up for Why Mona Lisa's Smiling. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. I don't believe there is a soul among us who would disagree that Michelangelo's inspiring sculpture of David is one of the greatest works of art in history. It is a powerful conception of human beauty and spirituality. Considering the actual size of the sculpture, approximately how big is David's penis? About the size of a thimble, about the length of a pencil, about the size of my forearm, or about the length of a car? Take a shot. No, although I have heard of a pencil eraser being called a rubber. Player one, you can take it. No, but let's see what happens if we stick a needle in it. Oh! Let's take a look at the right answer. Michelangelo's David is 18 feet tall, which would make his penis about the size of my forearm. Isn't that funny? That's how I measure my penis. Player one, hit me with the category. Shake hands with Solomon versus Kramer versus Kramer. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, time to go into Bible mode. If King Solomon from the Old Testament had been the judge in Kramer versus Kramer, which of these decisions would he have made? Fight to the death, custody to the survivor, cut the kid in half, both can have custody, I get the boy, neither of you deserve him, or retire to my chambers, best in bed wins. Player one. Solomon's famous judgment has him dividing a child in half and then rewarding the mother who refuses to let the child die. But if you've ever had a small child, you'll agree with me when I say, cut the kid in half. Player one, give me a category. Well, looks like this category is no more mini marshmallows for you, sister. You get this one right, and it's $3,000. Hey, is it just me, or is the Swiss Miss girl put on a few pounds? Imagine this. On her new Swiss diet, the Swiss Miss girl can only eat foods named after countries that border Switzerland. Which of the following items can she not chow down? French fries, Italian beef sandwiches, German chocolate cake, or Belgian waffles? No, Swiss Miss has access to all the Italian food she wants. You didn't think she was yodeling because of the cocoa, did ya? Player one, what do you say? Here's what you should have picked. Put away the whipped cream, sister. Belgium doesn't border Switzerland. Although, I don't know, maybe if she eats enough Belgian waffles, she actually will border Belgium after a while. Your pick, player two. How about it?
You can't stop at three. No, you gotta have four. Yeah!
Pucker up for religion and downsizing. $2,000 says you don't know this one. You know, organized religion just can't seem to turn a buck like it used to. It's downsizing time, and I'm afraid we're going to have to let one of the major world religions go. If we go by the rule of seniority, which religion gets the axe first? Islam, Christianity, Judaism, or Hinduism? Player Hinduism. Ooh, you just bought yourself some bad karma with that answer, my friend. Player one, it's yours. Player, hey, you want to be the one dropping off that pink slip in Israel? Yeah, didn't think so. The correct answer is, according to the rule of seniority, last hired, first fired. Since Islam is the most recently established major world religion listed, it would be the first to go.
Hey, it's okay to come out now, Solomon!
Player two, take your pick.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
The selection is playing footsies with men in armor. $1,000 if you get it. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If King Arthur had gathered his knights around the Algonquin Round Table, what might they have used to fight off their enemies? Hard-hitting documentary films, rapier-like wit and biting sarcasm, pounding defensive tackles, or whipping cream and cutting boards? Take a The Algonquin Round Table was a 1920s group of writers and artists known for their sharp wit.
Battle axes and broadswords may sever my limbs, but smart-ass quips will never hurt me.
I wonder what player two's... This one's called Keep It Simpson, stupid. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. If an episode of The Simpsons ended with Homer Simpson meeting the same fate as Homer Simpson in the Nathaniel West novel The Day of the Locust, what would happen? He'd drink himself to death at Moe's Tavern, he'd try to assassinate Mayor Quimby, he'd take it on the lam with Lisa, or he'd be attacked by a Springfield mob. In The Day of the Locust, Homer Simpson is attacked by an angry, rioting mob. But as we all know, The Simpsons is a children's show. That means no violence. Category time. Player 2, it's your call.
Hey, look over there. It's question 7.
Now serving. This looks like a job for Tidy Bowl Man. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, so if Superman cleans villains off the streets of Metropolis and Batman keeps the streets of Gotham clean, tell me this. What would you expect a superhero named Vauban to clean? Hair-clogged shower drains, puke-puddled grammar school hallways, blood-stained hospital sheets, or wax-filled ears? Player 2. Vauban is the brand name of the sawdust stuff they sprinkle in the hallways of grammar schools when kids get sick. Vauban, able to absorb partially digested bologna sandwiches in a single sweep. You have the honors, Player 2. Uh-oh, wet sucked tit shine floor.
It's time for a Triple Bass mess fun.
Let's see if you can make sense of this gibberish category. What are you doing after your presidential defeat? This question's gonna start out at 5,000 big ones. Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. All right, look hard and buzz in when you know. With what popular phrase does this rhyme?
Clear away, yon Ferraro.
And remember, don't think about the punctuation. Yeah, let's see what you got, play. So many Vanilla Ice jokes, so little time. Player 1, tell me what's happening.
Aloha, question number 9.
May I introduce...
Well, isn't that spatial?
This one can net you $1,000. Everybody knows Dana Carvey, comedian, but not everyone has seen his other side, Dana Carvey, philosopher. Which Dana Carvey movie could be interpreted as a cinematic illustration of John Locke's concept of tabula rasa, clean slate, trapped in paradise, opportunity knocks, or Wayne's World? The philosophy of John Locke included the concept of the young mind unformed by experience as a tabula rasa, a blank page, or a clean slate. You know, the funny thing is, I woke up the day after seeing Clean Slate and couldn't remember anything about it. Your turn, Player 2. What's it gonna be? Nice choice, lover. You've just been invited to a 3-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. When the correct 3-way member is lit up, buzz in. If you make a match, you pocket $1,000. But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. But don't be misled. This question may or may not have anything to do with the 3-way as a group. So, let's get it on. The category for this little number is, you mean Margaret Thatcher? And that means we're going to be joined by the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, get ready, 'cause, here we go.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! yes!
That's all. Now catch your breath while we see how you did. Player 2, looks like you've got a handle on this three-way thing. Sure, you could use a little coaching, but for now, let's look at our overall scores. Well, seems to me Player 1 is still whipping some tail in this game. Moving on, let's get back to our agenda. Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Okay, whether you like it or not, everyone here gets a screw. What you do with it is up to you. One apiece. One more thing, don't be afraid of those screws. You got them for a reason. If you want to force your partner there to answering the question, just buzz in, slap the S key. Got it? Now get in there and screw with abandon. Player 2, give me something.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Open wide and get ready for a complete breakfast of juice, teats, and milk. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Hey, you know how a lot of cereals change the color of your milk that's left at the bottom of the bowl? If you used Yak's milk in your cereal, which cereal would not change the milk's color? Cocoa Puffs, Blueberry, Frankenberry, or Smurf Crunch? Player 2, grab it.
Smurfy choice.
Player 1, you can take it. You know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. For the curious, here's the right answer. Yak's milk is pink, much like the color of Frankenberries. Well, this explains why it's called Yak's milk. Your pick, Player 2. How about it? This one likes to go by, would it still be considered necrophilia? You get 4,000 clams for this one. So imagine you're at a bar full of famous dead people. If Don Juan sidles up to the bar and offers Bloody Mary a Bloody Mary, which dead woman is he trying to pick up? Mary Magdalene, Mary Queen of Scots, Mary Tudor, or Marie Antoinette? Mary Tudor was a Catholic queen of England who got her nickname from executing so many Protestants during her reign. So she's Catholic and probably won't sleep with him, and if he crosses her, she'll cut his head off. Boy, sucks to be done. I wonder what Player 2's gonna pick.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
The category is Eat My Shorts, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If you asked a moth about its propensity for eating clothing, which of these would be a factually accurate response?
Sure, I used to do that as a kid. I can't help it. The smell drives me wild. Natural fabrics don't agree with me.
Or
I only do it if the light's on. It feels less dirty.
Only the larva of a clothes-eating moth actually eats your clothes. The adult moths try on your clothes when you're not home. Player 2, take your pick.
Ain't no love like number 14.
Well, what do we have here? If your mother ran the world, this one can net you $6,000. Here's a tip for you. The next time you get yelled at for keeping the refrigerator door open, just say your icebox has an open door policy. If the items in your refrigerator follow the same conditions as America's open door policy from the early 1900s, which of the following would be true? Condiments can vote despite their age, any food can immigrate to the top shelf, all leftovers have equal trading rights, or fruits and veggies can go to the same school. Take a shot, please. Any food on the top shelf? Not when those tall soda bottles are hogging up all the space. Player 1, it's yours if you want it. The open door policy of the early 20th century guaranteed equal trading rights with China to all countries. So if China closed their doors to us, would the lights stay on? Player 1, ante up.
15th floor, lingerie, housewares, and useless trivia.
Here we have one unfortunate nickname. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's rock. Imagine you're planning a little get-together with some friends. If you buy a case of beer and put it in Seward's icebox, where would you be keeping it? A research facility in Antarctica, the first refrigerator, Alaska, or Seward's wife? Player 2. That's wrong, but a really bad guess. Player 1, what do you say? Secretary of State William Seward was responsible for the United States purchase of Alaska, which was dubbed Seward's Icebox or Seward's Folly by those who thought it was a stupid idea. Seward closed the deal for $7.2 million. Think how many pony kegs you could buy with that. Player 1, it's up to you. What's next? All right, Player 1, are you ready for the challenge? Player 2, spend some quality time with yourself on this one, because Player 1's going to take on a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, I wouldn't wear that if I were you. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 words, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a type of fabric or a brand of toilet paper. If you'd make a shirt or a sack or pants or something out of it, press 1. If you'd flush it down the can, press 2. And if you want to skip 1, press 4. Each correct answer will net you $1,000. And I'll take $1,000 away for a wrong answer or for one you didn't get to. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? And we're off. Cashmere, fabric or toilet paper? Charmin. Flannel. A maid. Quilted Northern. Burlap. One more. Spandex. That's all she wrote. 6 out of 7. Good day at the plate, batter. Let's check out your new average. Didn't have that before, did you? All right, let's move on. Your turn, Player 2. What's it gonna be?
On the big bayou in Louisiana, crest on 17.
And this one is Guys with 9-inch Nails. How does $4,000 grab you? Let's see how you handle this one. If rock band 9-inch Nails changed its name to the technical term for a 9-inch nail, what might you hear fans chanting at their next concert? 9-inch screws! 9-inch brads! 9-inch bricks! Or 9-inch spikes! Take any nail over 6 inches long is called a spike. How soon do you think it'll be before their fans start showing up with 9-inch spikes through their lips? You have the honors, Player 2. For your enjoyment, do not pass credit check. Do not collect deposit. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. You know, if there's one thing I hate, it's apartment hunting. Imagine this. If you paid rent to live on a monopoly board, which of these services would not be available? Parking space, water, electricity, or gas? The gas company is not represented on the monopoly board, but the water and electric utilities are. So, no gas. Stop complaining. After all, rents haven't gone up in over 50 years. Category time. Player 2, it's your call. And I believe this one's called, You Don't Have to Be Human to Be a Fetishist. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. You've invited some porcupines to your orgy. Because it's part of their mating ritual, which sexual practice will the male porcupines probably insist on including in the festivities? Bondage, light spanking, golden showers, or dressing up in little nurse outfits? Player 2, before mating, the male porcupine will urinate on the female. Invite them if you must, but don't put them in the room with the oriental rug. Player 2, give me something. This little number's known as, shall I compare thee to an Uzi? Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Suppose you're a bounty hunter tracking the narrator of Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, through the woods. Which road would you take to try to catch him? The other one, the one less traveled by, the road by the babbling brook, or the road not taken? Player 2. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by.
That was your first mistake. Say your prayers, poet boy!
Your turn, player 2. What's it gonna be? You're about to embark on the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words on the screen that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard as long as you remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Play Knick-Knack. Where? Knick-Knack, Jack Attack. Give your score a bone. Mercy. Let's see what it did to the final score. It's player 2. Player 2, this victory is just like a night of drinking. I won't remember a thing about it tomorrow, but I want you to remember this. You don't know. All right, that's...